And then this is where.
Hi. Hi, thou art that. I'm going to apply to you the same starting point that I applied to you in non-duality, the same starting point that I applied in the free will arguments. And I hope you won't mind. It is a challenge, okay? Um, anyway, okay. I'm not a dualist, in the mind-body dualism. I'm also, in the non-duality of dichotomies. I mean, things are their opposite. If two things have a separation, that's also their connection. That space between them. It's really the same thing. Their separation, their connection, same thing. Sounds like opposites. They're not, light and dark physically. A good metaphor there where they seem opposite in reality. It's one thing. But, in trying to look for non-dualism in nature, or in emphasizing non-dualism too much, just about everything is one, we're all one. I don't understand that. To me, I fill that gap with the idea that we are, that we share subjective frames of reference. In a way, you can identify with everything. There's everything in the universe. You can say, "Hey, I'm in that thing's category," but it's just categories, like we've been saying. So I don't pretend to understand what your position is on non-duality. So take this as a general question. People pushing this oneness and non-duality idea on everything. Here's the challenge that was similar to free will. What is the motivation of that? Okay, because there's a grain of truth in there, but in trying to apply that all out is as a semi-universal or universal. But I'm not criticizing this because it's universal. I mean, whatever. Maybe you're just trying to say there's whatever. I don't know. I don't want to bring up. I'm not bringing up that as a complaint about it, but I'm just saying why push out, and also not that you're doing this, but this comes up in non-duality. Emphasizing everything's one. Don't you like differences? Isn't it vive la différence? Differences make the world go round. America should not be a melting pot. It should be a salad. That's a good one that I heard. We don't want to all melt together. We want to keep our own flavors, but then blend together like ingredients. Why all the oneness? I mean, it's yeah, maybe everything is energy, but no, because it's not going to be one substance. It's going to be energy in some other aspect, or things can always be broken down conceptually, and I just don't believe in that one substance thing. But but there's sort of a truth. There's only a few elements, and the elements are made of just a few particles, and all the particles are made of energy. So you could say energy is that one substance. So that ancient Greek, whichever one it was, that said, they all wanted to have one substance. Not all of them, but many of them, one substance of what everything was. The pre-Socratics, and the old guy that said fire. Well, okay, I guess he was right in a way, but not really, because there's fields and there's other ideas besides substance. In other words, substance isn't the whole explanation. So there's all these other aspects. If everything was energy, well, what about the energy transfer? Is the energy transfer energy? No. So there's multiple, things, and ultimately things are these cognitive constructs we use to understand the world. So they're in our head. So yeah, we can create any number of things because a single thing can be understood in many ways. Okay. So yeah, what motivates wanting to make everything oneness? It seems to me, that it's a kind of bad-mouthing differenceness. It's kind of like the idea that you should be with people that are like you, which I despise that idea. It's kind of like, um, everything should be matching in the world. And it's like, well, that's nice for a living room, but the whole world should not be in a matching coordination. It's great that things are different. Chaos, there's problems with chaos, but one of the good things is that it's like, let's mix up everything and have all the differences next to each other. That's what I like. So yeah, I don't get it, because it sort of gives me a hint of this bad-mouthing differences. And as a nonconformist and an individualist, I'm here to support difference, differentness.